Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is the midweek market review for this week. And looking at what we have at the beginning of this week, from the fundamental to technical, we just have a quick recap right here. Starting on the fundamental, today is Thursday, which means we have 1:30 p.m. news on US dollar on average hourly earnings, non-farm payroll, and unemployment rate. And this is our impact session. So we're going to wait for 1:30 p.m. Nigerian time before we see that playing out in the market. But then let's quickly check out what we have on the technical parts of the business. So at the beginning of this week, we're expecting much to happen with the DXY. We're expecting it to actually go lower. We expected it to move this way before we have more momentum going forward. But so far, so well. What we have was very simple. We realized the market actually did a bit of that sell to this price level, and currently it's still stuck within this price area. So overall, we're waiting to see more reaction until the price gets here, give us more buy. So what is the anticipation for the news? Most likely, we could be seeing the price creating that balance, creating that structure for us to see a reasonable sell momentum or dump on the DXY. So that is very possible, and if that should be the case, that means we would be waiting to see more reaction going forward from this one right here. And what would be the impact if the SY actually done during the NFP news? It means that on the Euro US dollar, we should be expecting more buy momentum on it. And since the beginning of this week, the only outlook we had was we're waiting for this entire range to be taken out. If you check it out very carefully, you realize that we have a range right here, and the price has been hovering between these range zones. And then it's okay. We're just waiting to see the market, the price break out of this previous high structure and this previous node, which I demarcated with dotted lines. I want to see it break above and then seeing the price around this level before we have the sell momentum. So, which is very, very reasonable from that idea. And of course, if you look at it from another dimension, we look at higher time frame perspective, this is equally very good. So we could be seeing the price getting into before we have more momentum on this one right here. But then currently what we have here is what we just need to follow, expecting the price to actually do more of a buy till we get to this price level, then we can have a beautiful sell from here. So let's wait and see how the news will play this out. Overall, we're looking for more sell momentum on this one, and to be honest, I'm just waiting. I can't wait to see this whole thing play out. But waiting is part of business, so definitely we're going to wait. And this is my projection on that right here. The next one will be the Great pounds US dollar. And to be honest, this has not significant bullish momentum. This zone here did not hold, which was one of the zones I talked about last week at the beginning of this week, that we might not see the price over here, even though I wanted the price to hold a little, give a little bit of bearish momentum before we go back to the next zone. This is the high level zone. This is the premium level we're actually waiting for. So the price smashed through this previous level zone, and what we can see from that is we have bullish momentum, broke it out. Now price may just actually come around this previous peak of this candle, test it before we have bullish momentum that gets here. So we could be selling off from that leg again. So let's see how the market is going to play out this. But of course, yes, I'm going to delete this one, and definitely I'm going to take out this one too, so we can have a focus on a particular level, waiting to see the price reaction. So let's keep that very simple. And then this is Great pounds, US dollar, and this is the outlook on down particularly. And yes, is it possible for the price to actually do something like this to create that balance and come into here before we start buying again? Yeah, before the news, which is about 1 hour 30 minutes, 1 hour 10 minutes or thereabouts now. But honestly, not really much around here. But if the price actually gets to this level, I'll be looking forward to see more sell. So that is what I'm saying in essence. So yeah, that is everything about US dollar. And let's see what we have on AUDUSD. I'm actually waiting to see more buy on this. There's no even long talk here. I just want to see the price getting here and giving a sell momentum, and then we hit that straight. So I'm looking for more buy on this one. All I can do now is to extend my projection to the future. But honestly speaking, the pricing and everything should remain static. It should remain the same, just like this. So this is what I'll be expecting on AUD US dollar. NZD USD too, we've had significant buy on this one as well. Not as much as Great pounds US dollar, where we had about 160 pips. This one gave about 60 pips thereabouts, but currently this is what it's showing. In all of this price range that you see, it's so healthy that we can barely go back to see anywhere the price is actually going to retrace from. Though we could have a zone here, which we could carve out like this, and we could see the price getting here, giving us a sell momentum. But at the end of the day, see all these movements right here, the price is surely going to take them back, and we could be seeing the price in another dimension, whereby it's going to move to where the liquidity is residing. So it could be this level we're looking at, but I would just prefer to see this level as the zone that we trap a lot of sellers. It give them a little bit of sell, hit their stop losses, go to where we have our impact or high probability before we have a sell going forward. So for me, I will wait and see this reaction in the market, and this way points the direction we should be taking this trade. So if I will be doing anything right now, it's just to extend my projection uh without touching the price, just to extend the projection alone. We're good with that. So to the next one, we have the USDCAD. Also, we projected that this will be giving us a sell momentum this week. Overall, we want to see the price getting here before we see more buy. But currently, it has sold a little and it's retracing the sell. It's taking it back. But as far as we're concerned, we are in the regions right here. We need to see the price taking out this previous low structure, breaking below 8, and then giving us that energy right here. So this level stands for stop loss as 1.4000 psychological zone. So expecting the price to get here, that will be our major focus. So as it is now, what we'll be doing is very simple. I will just extend our projection, which is just like this without altering the price. So I'm just going to do this way. I'm coming. I should be able to. I hope so. I don't want to touch that, but I want to just make it a little bit better. Something like this. I hope I didn't touch it anyways. So I just want to be able to see the price doing this. So yeah, this will be the thing for me for this USD card. And if I go to the next one, which is the USDJPY, if you calculate this, since yesterday I was sharing this with the community, and I said we should be expecting momentum from here, that ideally we should be seeing more sell. And honestly speaking, today we woke up to over 180 pips. And I had this session this time yesterday. No, I had it around 11 o'clock, 11 o'clock yesterday to around 11:30, which was the midweek session. And so far, so well, what we can see the market has done so far from all of that from Wednesday movement is that we've seen more bearish momentum. Just took out the previous low structure, which we talked about. If we see a negotiation retracement to this level as the sellers remorse, then we could see more sell right here. And this level means you don't want to buy from here. So going forward for this one, we only have to wait and see more sell happening. If that is the case, well, taking a buy short from here will be the ultimate level for this projection. And to keep the long story short, this is what I was still waiting for. Then the USDCHF, this also has done significant level for a sell energy. But then let's take a good look at where we're expecting it to get into. At that level, we're seeing the price level here. I don't know if I should put 1 hour time frame if it will make more sense there. But honestly, yeah, I think it does. It does. And right there, I'll be looking for more buy momentum. So let me just put a long shot there, the long projection there rather. So we could have something like this. We could have something like this, and at this level, we can just put our stop loss there. So on 4 hour time frame, this is how it's going to look like. And yes, I think we can do well with this. So it's a good one. What we're risking is not much. If you check it out, what we're risking is just about how many pips in total? We're risking 14 pips to 15 pips on average, and we're targeting about 130. So that is like 1:9. But that's not the bigger point. You can target 1:2, you can target 1:4, 1:3, 1:5. You can target, in fact, the lesser the risk reward ratio, the better for you as a beginner. All right. If you're an advanced or intermediate trader, you know how it works for you. So this is just a projection, and I want everybody to run with what you've understood so far. All right, this is Great Pound JPY. I didn't talk about it today, but I talked about it yesterday that I was going to sell from that point level, which it did. And this is good. Honestly, gold has been really being on its own for quite a while now, but we are not baffled with this. So definitely, what we'll be checking out now is what we're expecting. So what are we expecting on gold? We just want to see the price getting to this level later on and giving us that bullish momentum, bearish momentum rather. We want to see it continue buying. We want to see price of gold continue buying from here, break the previous side structure and move towards this price level here before we have a sell. So this will be the projection on this one right here. But then honestly, the way it's moving, it can get there and smash it and test the previous high level. I mean, it can test this previous high level, which means it can do something like this and break below it and come back like that. So this is also possible, but don't worry, we're not trying to walk ahead of time or to predict the market. We just want to analyze and stay prepared just in case the market is ready to really bless us. We want to know exactly where to position, and that is what's really matters. So right there, I'm going to just put something like this, and this one right, I'm going to extend it a little bit, which means I'm going to do something like this right here, and that will be the projection. It remains the same as we have it at the beginning of the week, and some of these projections are the same that we had last week, and some of them are just playing out today. So there's no difference in all of that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the last one I'll talk about is the BTC US dollar. We are looking for more buying projection on the 4-hour time frame perspective, considering the fact that we have a lower structure level which we're working with, and we checked that, we saw that the price actually gave us all of those rejection. Below this level, all we had was rejection, all we had was rejection. Price sitting just comfortably above it now. But this will not be enough for me as a confirmation. I would prefer to see the price breaking out of this previous high structure, moving to this price range, and from there we can talk more about where we expect the price to get into. On the weekly time frame perspective, on the daily time frame perspective, we have a zone we are expecting the price to move into. This is a zone on the daily time frame perspective. If we have to really make this look bolder, this is what it's going to look like. And on the daily time frame, this means we're looking for more buys and price gets here in the future. And this is around 72, 73,000 on the price tag. So honestly speaking, I'll be expecting more bullish momentum on BTC US dollar going forward. So at what price exactly do you think BTC US dollar will get to? At what price exactly do you think BTC US dollar will get to before a reasonable dump? But for now, I'm looking for more buy on it. This is a daily time frame perspective. I hope this is clear enough. And if you go to 4-hour time frame, this is how it looks like. But I don't want to mess up with the entire outlook of the thing, and I don't want so much drawing at the same time. But I hope you understand exactly what I'm trying to do here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. This is where we'll be stopping for today. We've talked about this a whole lot, and let's wait. We've done our part. Let's wait for the price to do its part, and let's see what we can get from the entire outlook and expectation of the market. We're not trying to predict, we're just trying to understand how the price will likely move in our favor and how it's going to bless us so fast, so well. So today is Thursday, and the time right here is 23 minutes past 12 p.m. Nigerian time. So we're waiting for the NFP to come over, and when it gets there, we know exactly what we should be doing. If you check the DXY, it means we're looking for the price to actually stay down on what? On the DXY. If that should happen, that means this is the zone we should be expecting the price to get into before it gets more bullish energy. And if that happens, by the time this starts buying, it means EURUSD, GBPUSD USD, AUDUSD, they will start selling. All of these guys will start selling. NZDUSD too. These guys will start selling if this guy pick up for a buy. I mean, DSY pick up for a buy right here. So this is the outlook for the news. And if I may actually come online and talk about it. We can trade it together. I'm not sure yet, but today, yes, this is the outlook I have. Enjoy your time, trade proper risk management, and I hope to see you again. Bye for now.